new students and freshmen alike, getting your schedule can seem like a bunch of names that mean nothing. Even seniors haven't met all of the 113 teachers here at NCHS. And even if you know a teacher's name and what they look like, do you really know them? Hannah Magnan may be a name you have never heard. She was born with the Amish in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and has now been teaching English at NCHS for 2 years. She lives in Stamford, and she is one of my favorite teachers.
I always knew that I enjoyed teaching very much, but I didn't know I was going to teach high school. I used to think that I would stay in grad school forever and teach college, but I always knew that teaching was kind of a direction that I wanted to go because I love learning, so I learn the most when I teach. Something about sophomore enthusiasm that I think is pretty unmatched in my experience. They're just sunshiny and enthusiastic, easy to inspire, very eager, motivated, excited about the material, and the growth that I see sophomore year is probably unparalleled in my experience. As far as seniors go, I love the elective opportunities senior year because those classes are so fun to teach. Kids have come into their own a little bit more. They have a better idea of who they want to be, and so as a result they're willing to take more risks kind of creatively. So I teach poetry and creative writing senior year, and the kids come up with things that I would never fathom, and that is really exciting for me, to see a question on the board lead to so many different responses. I feel like if I don't love something, I shouldn't be teaching it. So I teach what I love. And if I don't love it, then I find a different way to teach it so that I can love it. And I think that that is kind of the job of a teacher. You know, I can list my hobbies. I love backpacking. I did like 2 weeks on the Appalachian Trail. I love like outdoor adventures where I get filthy and like feel athletic and strong, running in the rain and things like that. And I love that sort of thing. But I think that ultimately it's not that there's a specific activity that I love so much that it is passionate about a way to live and a way to kind of pay attention and notice how beautiful the universe is. My grandmother was struck by lightning twice. Isn't that insane? Twice. And so I was thinking just about the crazy stories that we all have about that are our relatives. Another one I learned was on my father's side, I am related to a Hessian soldier who was involved in the crossing of the Delaware, and he escaped. That's my dad's side. My mom's side, we're related to Billy the Kid, who is a famous outlaw. And so I basically come from a long line of cowards and thieves who have then been struck by lightning. Basically it's like 11, 12 miles. It is an obstacle course that is designed by the British Special Forces. A lot of times you are like climbing under barbed wire and then like running up ski slopes. You have to climb like a half pipe and like you've got to run and jump and people catch you and help pull you up. You have to scale like a 20-foot wall a couple times. You have to climb through this little tiny hole down underground and up the other side. You're scraped up. I still have a bruise. It'll be a year later. I still have a bruise that is swollen from a year ago from it. Oh, it was so much fun. It was really hard. I did it with Mr. Bloss and Miss Hammond last May, and it was so much fun. It was like, I don't know, you just feel so tough afterwards. Malcolm Gladwell, he talks about how to become an expert in anything. He says it takes 10,000 hours of practice to become an expert at playing basketball, And so I sort of feel like that applies to writing, it applies to thinking, it applies to everything, where you need to genuinely experience something for 10,000 hours to become an expert at it. So we're chipping away at that time, but it needs to be a genuine attempt to experience something if they want improvement.